What is this, the fifth installment of frequently asked questions? So I guess when it comes down to it, the number one question I get on this channel, and it's from people who don't fully understand really what this channel is actually about, is they leave me a comment, something like this: Nick, and then they'll say how old they are, and then they'll say, this is happening with my hairline, this is changing. How can I prevent hair loss? That's the number one question I get. People will reach out to me on Instagram: Nick, look at my hairline. Tell me how I can, tell me if I'm losing my hair. And then I used to respond to those comments. I don't anymore, because ultimately every time it was the same. If I looked at their hairline, I said, yeah, I mean, maybe you're Norwood too. Well, how do I prevent it? And it's just so important to me. I don't want to be known as the guy who's trying to help guys stop hair loss. I'm not. I'm just trying to help men overcome it psychologically. So how can you prevent hair loss? I don't know. And if I did know, you wouldn't be watching my videos, and you wouldn't be searching other videos, and you wouldn't be Googling the topic, how do I prevent hair loss? It's as simple as that. It's the free market. The reason my channel is even popular is because people think that I have some kind of magical cure for hair loss, which I don't, and I'm very open about that. If there's a cure for hair loss, believe me, you'll know before I do. And here I have one of the most popular channels about hair loss on YouTube, and yet I don't know of anything that prevents hair loss, which is why long ago I accepted that as part of my channel, and instead I focus on what actually matters, and that's helping people deal with their hair loss and move on with their life. Because otherwise, you just continue to descend down the staircase deeper and deeper into the basement, ultimately only to be in a wall while someone puts cement and bricks, and then finally you're just behind that. You put yourself in that torture chamber, ultimately, if you keep looking for a cure for hair loss. Think about it. If there was a cure for hair loss, people wouldn't be looking. And I think that's what happens. People tend often to look for things that with that much more passion that don't actually exist. That's not true for everything, but it's definitely the case for hair loss. I assure you, I would not be a popular YouTuber if there was a cure for hair loss. If there was a way to prevent hair loss, people wouldn't be watching my channel, because there'd already be people talking about it. And I know that. That's why instead I'm giving you the thing you actually need, which is wisdom on how to overcome it psychologically. There's not a cure for hair loss. And I accept that. And that is what I'm good at, is helping people realize that and deal with it. Frequently asked question: Nick, how do I prevent my hair loss? If you'll just look at my picture and tell me. And no, I'm not gonna look at your picture, because you're just gonna ask me how to prevent hair loss. I am not the savior of hair loss. I am here to help deal with the actual problem. I am not about band-aids. I'm not about putting a perceived solution on a perceived problem. I care about the fundamental issues. The fundamental issue is an identity issue and a confidence issue. That's what I can help you with. So let me go ahead and say it now. If you're here watching my videos waiting for the time that I finally tell you the magical cure, you should never watch my videos again. And if you've subscribed, you should definitely unsubscribe. I care more about you, that I actually want to help you with the thing that you actually need, not the thing that you think you need. I want to be very clear about that. If there were a cure for hair loss, believe me, you'd already know about it.